Yo, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How you feeling? How you doing again? Hey, yo, this is your little big brother Eric G, man. Hey, I got so much on my mind, yo. I got so much on my mind. Let me say this right here, man. I know I am one of them podcasters that's never consistent. I'm always taking my time. I have I have a show this week. You won't probably see me for another 2 or 3 weeks. Man, I'm a black man with a job, so I gotta do what I gotta do. So y'all will catch me when you catch me until this podcast pays my bill. So I'm gonna be at work. Hey y'all, man. So look, man, y'all know how I do. Random thought, man. So I gotta share stuff that's been on my mind for the last couple of weeks since I did my last show. So first thing first, y'all. I've been watching a lot of like podcasts outside of mine, so I want to grow. And one thing I've been like hearing and seeing is that a lot of women talking about what a man's role is in a relationship and in a marriage. So many times I'm hearing, oh, what I'm saying, my man is supposed to protect and provide. That's the way it is, ain't it? So you supposed to pay all the bills, and I'm not working because that's not what I'm doing. And I'm thinking in my head, man, look, if that works out for you, chick, then have fun with it. Because I want my woman to be IMPEDEPEENT. I need my woman to be independent. Because Lord knows I might need $20 next week until I get paid. So, baby, get a job. But we need to do this together. My wife was looking at me now like, nigga, shut the hell up. Anyway, but I'm saying though, like, how can you tell a man what to do if you ain't that role? You ain't got that role. You need to be united and join together. That's what y'all need to do. And you know what I'm saying. And speaking of being independent, man, Boosie and Webby made that damn song, and that's gonna tie into what we talking about tonight. Boosie and Webby made that song, and Lord knows if I ever become famous, get Boosie away from this episode because Boosie got a radar for gay shit every time. That's what Boosie do. Boosie knows when Boosie be sitting at home like, oh, a nigga's talking about gay stuff. I'm gonna be on it. That's what happens every time. Hey, yo, and then you know what? I'm a real event right now. Y'all want me to vent? I'm a vent. Yo, that's my thing about Boosie, man, because Boosie, get wrong, Boosie's been my favorite rapper from the early 2000s. That's my man. But I realized niggas be telling on themselves while really telling on themselves, if you know what I mean. That's the truth. Niggas were telling themselves while telling themselves. Now, don't get me wrong, man. This is going off tonight's topic. I get it, man. There are plenty transgender women out there. There are plenty gay men, gay women. If that's what turns you on, that's your life. That's your business. I don't control what goes down in your bedroom. So it does not affect me because it doesn't affect me. That's the truth. And maybe that's the Virgo in me. If it doesn't matter, I don't care. And I understand there are a lot of women out there who a lot of trans women who are there who like, shit, I didn't know she was born a man. She looked that damn good. I thought she was a woman. Now, unless you're in Atlanta, because they get real work. But and I'm like, I said, I understand. So there are a lot of women out there who do trick men and don't like tell them straight up to their face, okay, I was born a man. And then you got those podcast episodes and stuff like what happened with Chingy and Sydney Starr, and he didn't know she was a real man. It's so much with that. I understand that happened. And I think that's not right, man. A lot of that stuff really need to change. But also, fellas, I want to speak to you directly, fellas, because, like I said, y'all be telling yourselves while telling yourselves. Okay, Boosie said when he said he was locked up in prison. He said that he seen two men getting in the bathroom, and it was so traumatizing that you know what I'm saying. It's deaf to gay people everywhere. I mean, not deaf to gay people, just he's just so traumatized by it. They let me know that like Boosie also said in that interview that dude was getting robbed from the bank. So I'm thinking, how long was you standing there, nigga, to watch all this shit goes down? Like, I don't know about y'all, but when you walk into somebody, you like, oops, close the door. Like, that's what you do. Like, oops, you don't. How long was you standing? No, he was riding the fuck out from the bank, man. He was riding the fuck from the bank. How do you know all of that? You must have been watching for a good minute to understand that, bro. I'm not saying it. And then another thing too, man, because I know a lot of trans women love to expose these hood niggas they smashing, these hood niggas that been in them DMs and stuff, and they be like, man, don't tell my business. I didn't know she was born a man. And I'm thinking in my head too. Also, this is another way y'all exposing yourself, brothers. Now, I'm not the smartest cookie in the bunch, but I've been sexually active for a while now, at least 20 years. And you know what I'm saying? It might be a little longer if you count when we used to play How I Go Get It. Now that's a whole nother story. But I kind of know what goes where. So how is you confused? How is you tricked and having sex with a trans man when you didn't know that nothing was that there was something there? Like, I'm confused. How do you not see that? Like, you didn't feel around? Like, was you drugged? Was this a Cardi B situation? What the hell is you telling me that let me know that something don't make sense? I'm just saying, my dad always told me, use your head, figure it out. Now, if you didn't use your head and touch around and figure something out, now you know damn what difference in a butt and a... All right, anyway, that's just my random thought, man. Let's get into the show. It's gonna be a crazy show tonight. Come on, let's get into the show, man. Peace.
Hey, random thought.
Hey, random thought.
Hey, random thought. What the business is.
Hey, random thought.
What's up, random thought?
Hey, random thought.
I got a random thought for you.
Random thoughts.
Hey, random thoughts.
Hey, random thought.
Good. Hey, random thought.
Shout out to my boy Eric J. What up, random thoughts? What's poppin'?
Say what?
Hey, what's good, man? It is your little big brother Eric G, and I am back again with a brand new episode of Random Thoughts with Eric G. And yo, tonight, y'all, we got a crazy topic tonight, and I wanna thank one of my guests, because one of my guests is the reason why we've been doing this topic, and it actually is really important, because I think that this conversation needs to be had. I mean, people don't really want to tell the truth and open up to have this conversation. So I want to give it to the person who brought it up to my attention to do this show. Hey, my family member right here, Miss Tia from Out of the Box. Hi, can you hear me, Tia? How you doing?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
What's going on? So how you feeling, boo?
Can't hear you. So what I heard?
How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm excited.
All right, girl. Got the sun in that forehead, girl. Look at that.
Right. Right.
Hey, all right, man. Yo, I gotta bring something. We're gonna talk about another family, man. Another family member of mine. Hey, yo, know what I'm saying? If y'all can't tell by the big face and the red skin, this is my sister right here, man.
Hey,
yo, man. Yo,
hello,
this is my sister right here, man. Miss French Vanilla. Miss French Vanilla's treasure chest. I'm scared to see what's in there, y'all. Yo, man, this is my blood sister, man. I done had all my family on my show, and this is my other sister. Hey, yo, Miss Wanda Lowry. How you doing, boo?
Oh, great. How everyone?
Hey, how are you?
Man.
I'm fine.
All right, man. Now, this next guest right here, man, he is a horror fan. I'm sorry.
I like horse too.
I mean, you are what you eat, bro. Anyway.
Anyway, yes. What's up, man?
Let me tell y'all, man. Honestly, this is a good friend of mine. This is my homeboy right here, Troy. He's the hardest working man in podcasts. Troy, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up? I'm doing good. I'm ready to do this. You know, I got my coffee. I'm good. Let's go.
Hey, yo, what's up, Arch? Hey, yo, man. So let's get into the nice conversation. And I'm gonna start off real simple, man, because I think that there are a lot of times we don't have this conversation in the Black community, that we need to talk about being gay and being accepted, and how do you speak to your family and your friends. I know a lot of times that, like, even I'll be honest with me, sometimes you like, I don't feel comfortable. I don't know what to say. I don't want to be disrespectful, but you know what I'm saying? What do we say? You know what I'm saying? And I think nowadays is way more acceptable to have these conversations. So the first conversation we want to talk about is, coming out to your family and your friends, how difficult that conversation can be. And I know all y'all is great with speaking on this topic. So I'm gonna start off with my family. Miss Tia, how you doing? Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Um,
So Miss Tia, so I know that you are a parent of a. Do you want me to say? Can I say it or?
I don't care.
Okay,
You
cool.
kind of started
I know.
it. You might as
I
well.
might as well.
Go ahead,
I
finish it
mean,
up.
I know. So, Miss Tia,
Yeah.
so I know that I mean, you spoke about it before. Me, you talked, and you the reason why this show happening is to. How was that conversation for you when your son came to you about coming out? Can you hear me?
You can't now. You went out. Everybody went out.
Okay, I said, how was that conversation? I know you said you had that conversation about coming out with your son. How was that conversation for you, and how did you take it?
Well, me as a parent, and I'm kind of different than everybody else. I feel like these days and times that people holler out, "Oh, you shouldn't be okay with your child being gay or this or that or being straight," or at the end of the day, I feel like it's their life. And so I want, like I told him, if you're gay and you want to be gay, that is your life. Nobody is gonna make you feel any kind of way, no type of way about how you what you are, what your sexuality is.
And I respect that because I think a lot of times us and
Kids is
especially your kids are cruel. Kids are cruel as hell.
right, and
Especially if they
they're
especially if they speculate that it could be or can't be. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I think that you do need that support system at home because a lot of people don't have that.
they don't, and a lot of kids are scared to come out because of what their parents might say or how their parents feel about them or what their religion is. People like, oh, you a Christian? How you Christian and you okay with it? But the Bible also say ye not should judge. So how can you
Mhm.
say how am I okay with it? You
Come
can't
on.
That's the
judge
one part they
somebody.
always forget.
You always want to
Love to
use
throw
the
that up, don't they?
you use the book to create what you want to say about somebody else or somebody else's child. But that ain't what the book said. The book did not say, um, nobody in the book has showed me where it says that you can't date a man. It didn't say you can't date a woman. Nowhere in the book has it said that.
Respectful.
So
Respectful.
um, it's saying let people live their life and let them be who they are. A lot of kids want to kill themselves or commit suicide because they are either bullied at home by family members or they're bullied by their parents. Oh, I'm gonna beat the gay out you. I'm gonna beat you with this book. How you gonna beat the gay out of somebody? They ain't gonna come. If they're gay, they're gay. They didn't beat the straight out you when you was out there in the street twerking and at the sugar
Drinking and
shacks and
smoking.
all this stuff. Nobody
Hey, when your
beat
ass is
you
out
or
there
did
and
that to you.
freaking
Made
it.
you go home. So why are you gonna beat somebody because they want to be gay?
Right,
Yeah.
right, right. And I and,
Like
and
Nobody
that.
I
just
think
said that when you were screwing Baba Jean husband and Mary Sue and Betty Lou and John and everybody else.
Right.
that
It
part.
was okay. It was cool. It was okay and cool when y'all did it, but it's a problem when these young folks do it. And we so quick to judge them. We so quick to judge them. You don't know what they
Like
went
what they
through
done
to
before.
come out to tell
Mhm,
you,
mhm.
"Hey, listen, I am this way, and I don't know why," or "I'm trying to feel my personality. I feel like I may like a gentleman." And then the first thing you say is, "You're a boy. You don't like no boys." What?
Mhm.
You don't know
Okay,
what they
Troy.
like. You don't know they got entitled to like who they want, what they want, and what that's their
Right.
life. You don't
That is
have to
true.
live if you don't
And
if
who
you're
knows,
not okay
tomorrow they
with them.
might do it and decide this is not what I want or I like.
Right. We have to
Troy. So
stop
Troy,
being so judgmental to people.
hold on. All right, hey Troy, to you, man. I'm actually because I agree 1% with what Tia's saying. Troy, to you, I'm trying to get this out to everybody. Troy, for you, your conversation. How was your conversation with your family? Because I know that you live in your truth, man. Troy, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Yeah.
How was that conversation for you, boss?
So it was never, unfortunately, something that I could just eventually it was something that was just accepted.
Right.
But I had to come out more than once. Black people have this thing where when they find out at first, it was like it originally came out when I was about 16. I got in trouble. Mama took my phone, saw some text messages, and my mouth was a little. I was wild. I could talk a little shit, and so she saw some shit that let her know I was gay. So, the conversation was awful. I just remember feeling just like I wanted to just fucking disappear. Like I was wishing my body, I would just gain powers and I just turned invisible because it was just so much of like, this is wrong. You need to pray about this. You need to, like, kind of. I don't remember the words fully, but I remember bits and pieces of that moment, and it made me feel terrible about it. But then after that, it was like almost just completely ignored. Like it just didn't exist. Like the conversation didn't happen. So there came like conversations for years about whenever I had close girlfriends over. Like I had my girlfriends over. I'm like, yeah, that's my. What's up, sis? Like it's my girl. Like I'm hanging out with friends. They're like, oh, you got who is she? What's she doing? Like my friend, chill out. I got conversations about, oh, when you gonna bring a baby home? Sure,
Right.
sure. Like
Those I go to Walmart and buy one.
It was something that was ignored, and I think honestly, up until recently, I'm 31. That my family finally are just like, okay, like my siblings, like my brothers, they were fine. It's more so parents. Like my dad never really talked to me about it, and then my mom just, it was like I don't know. It's hard to explain.
So you felt bad.
It got
You
better over
felt
time.
bad coming out to your parents.
I mean, because I didn't really come out.
You didn't really come out.
You got
so it was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. It was
you got yanked out that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yanked out that closet.
It's something that happened with the Black community. It just kind of like ignore it sometimes, and it's like that led to a lot of like me trying to figure shit out myself, which can be dangerous too.
Right. So also with that, I mean, I hate that you had to have that type of situation where you don't feel comfortable enough. But I feel like, first of all, being a teenager and talking about any type of sexual situation with your parents is fucking like, hell no.
Yeah.
And I remember like when I first had sex, I was 14. I was like, yo, I can't tell my dad this. My dad wanted to know every goddamn thing. He wanted to know. My dad he kept trying. I think to this day I still ain't told my dad I had sex before. I can't tell him.
But well, I'll let you finish that.
My dad is the biggest whore you ever met. But go ahead, Troy. What you saying?
I was say that reminds that also kind of ties into it too, because I also grew up with brothers. Like I grew up with siblings. Like I'm the middle child of like boys, and like the talk. I had very open parents in the sense of like we were able to talk about shit. I just couldn't talk about this one thing. So it was like when we had the talk, it didn't even matter for me because it wasn't my talk.
But did you feel like you couldn't? But like so, I know you said you feel like you got brought out of out the closet. Do you feel like even if I wanted to say it freely, I couldn't say it? Like
hell no.
We know the difference. Okay.
Hell no. I probably wouldn't have officially said anything till I moved out.
and been living with your dude for 20 years. Like, hey, yo,
like my mom has gotten so much better, but just when I was younger, there was something difficult. It was very difficult to talk about.
Right. Now, Wanda.
The older parent.
No, they're younger. She was like, almost like 53.
See, that's what I'm saying. Older parents, like she's older. What I'm saying is like,
I mean now, like
yeah,
at the time,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like they was older, so it probably was hard for them to adjust to that, being that somebody that's got a younger parent, like me myself, more open to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was about just about. It was about 35 when it happened, something like that.
All right, so hold on. So now this conversation right here. Now, I'm gonna say my part, but I'm gonna let her say her part first. So this is, like I said, this is my actual sister, y'all. So Wanda, I'm gonna answer your opinion on having the conversation first. Then I'm gonna tell you some stuff later. But
okay.
Wanda, I know you said that you know. I know if anybody know Wanda, Tootie. I call her Tootie, but anybody know Tootie? She's the most openest motherfucker you ever met in your life. Okay, so she has no problem.
Hey,
Right.
So
if you like me, you
Wanda,
like me. If you don't, you don't. I don't even care no more.
That's what it is.
So what is your feeling on having that conversation with your kid?
Well, with me, it wasn't hard because my mom, my dad, basically, I'm me. Yes, I said I'm me. So me going to them, it wasn't hard because my mom, my mom is crazy too. We could talk about any and everything, every subject. But it was like the hardest part for me was to decide if I'm bisexual. That was my hardest thing. Do I really want this? Is this what really? Then I got kids, and I had to think about my kids too. How's that gonna come and reflect on them? Then I'm like, okay, you know what? It is what it is because at the end of the day, it's gonna come out. So I went to my kids first, then I went to my mom, my dad, and but it was no judgment, and my brother, and Lord knows
I was the first
and my
one.
sister. Oh my God, my sister. My sister had so many questions. My brother was like, "We knew what took so long."
So go ahead. I'm so finished.
But it's like it depends on how you grow up. If you and your mom and your family got that communication where y'all can talk about anything, it makes it easy. Because like now, I like to bring a man home today and a girl tomorrow. And my family just in there like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. We ain't gonna try to figure it out.
That is true. So on my
I
side,
always say, don't be surprised if you come to my house and you see my girl and my boy there. It's all right. Just come over.
Hey.
Hey yo, so on my side, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said, that it's different for me because I've been around gay people my whole life. That is true. I mean, we all had a mama that had a hairdresser friend. We all had, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So I seen it actively, you know what I'm saying, out. They said it didn't really matter to me it still don't really matter to me what you identify as personally. I mean, and then but at the same time, that's easy for me to say because it wasn't affecting me. You know what I'm saying? It was easy for me to say, okay, I don't care because it didn't affect me. It wasn't home. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, like I said, I'm straight. I'm heterosexual. Even though my stalker might say something different, but that's neither here nor there. But the truth is, my stalker might say some whole different story, but that's a whole nother story right there. But me personally, it didn't affect me personally. Right. So it didn't affect me personally.
You have to be there.
It didn't affect me personally that people was gay. You know what I'm saying? You see people in school, but me personally, I was always the type of guy that I don't want to embarrass you. I'm not gonna I've had guys try to call at me before. I'm like, hey, yo, bro, don't let these big lists fool you, bro. This is not going down there. What I think is going down, bro. I'm sorry. But like I said, and I'm respectful with it. Like, as long as you respect me, I'm gonna respect you. As long as you respect me, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? I respect your space. Now, for me, having a conversation with my sister here and having a conversation is crazy because two of my sisters came out at the same time.
I dare you, boy. Come here.
My sisters came out at the same time. Hold on. Hey, Tia, tell Mamie to calm down. Hey, but like having the conversation, but both of my sisters came out at the same time, and I'll never forget. It was in the month of October. It was the month of October. My sister Wanda told me at the beginning of the month, and my sister Erica told me at the end of the month. And I was like, and it was crazy with me. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be always honest with you. Their approach has made me. I had no choice but to accept it. You know what I'm saying?
Way,
their approach. I mean, that's what it was. It was their approach because how Wanda came to me. She was like, "Yo, this is my life. I want to live this. I don't want you to judge me." And I was like, you know what? First of all, she been a nigga chick her whole life, so it's nothing new. She's been dressing in baggy clothes since I met her. Like it's nothing new. I mean, so I told her like, okay, that's it. That's all you is. Whatever. All right, cool. I mean, you 75 years old now. Shit, go for it. Like, I don't care. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I think it hit me kind of hard when my little sister told me. When Erica came to me, and even though my brother said the same thing to my sister, but even though when my little sister came to me, she told me, it hurt me because I'm like, yo, I still seen her as the baby. I seen her as I didn't want to picture her having sex. Period. Matter with a man or a woman, she didn't need to have sex. If I had it my way, she would have been a damn nun if I could make it. And it's crazy because how my little, like I said, Wanda came to me in a sweet way. It was like, yo, this is what it is. I don't want you to judge me. My little sister said, nigga, I am. What the fuck you gonna do? Like, that's what she said. And,
That's real.
and I was like, okay, well, I guess you're gay now. So bring your girlfriend to Thanksgiving. Bring your girlfriend to Thanksgiving dinner, man. I guess. Okay. But I do remember having that conversation, and internally, yes. Even though I'm so acceptive of it, it did kind of like shook me a little bit because it was home. You know what I'm saying? So the question, I'm gonna ask this question too right here because start with Tia. Do y'all think that it's a difference though between being a gay man and a gay woman? You think the acceptance is different?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's very different.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tia. Go ahead. So Tia, what about it? What about it that you feel that makes it so different?
Because everybody get upset when it's two men, but they okay because it's two girls. They more accepting to two girls being together than two men being together. Which is all still, if you're looking at it, it's all the same. It doesn't make a difference if it's boy and boy, girl and girl, trans and boy, trans and girl. It's all, you know what I'm saying? So that's it's more easier for a woman. They don't judge a woman and a woman because the man like, oh well, I'll just join in, you know.
Right.
So it's more easier for two women than it is for two men in this days and time.
Okay. Then Troy, as the gay man,
Yeah.
what is your thoughts on the difference that's been made between being a like I said, a gay man and then thoughts of watching people who's a gay women?
Definitely different, more accepted in a sense. Like, I mean, especially in the black community, they're gonna talk shit regardless, especially if they're religious. But it still is a different kind of level. Like, even with growing up, like how you mentioned, I believe you said one of your sisters like was always like a tomboy, essentially, like always dressed up like baggy shit. Well, they're all right, one. So it was like essentially, I've come across a lot of girls like that, and like in middle school and even earlier than that, sometimes black people kind of almost just accept like, oh yeah, she's. Yeah, but if a little boy, a little black boy doing, he better not even switch, nigga. Like what you up? Like right. It's more like, yeah, just accept it. That's the easiest way to say it. Like, are more
okay.
Yeah, no, that's the word. Yeah.
Okay. Wanda, what about you? Because I know you flow with the wind. So what about you? What is your feelings on the disconnect between being a gay man and a gay woman?
Yeah, it is different because it's like they're more accepted towards a woman than it is a man. A man seems like they get more judgment. It's more hatred towards them than a woman. Because it's like, okay, I guess it's the okay, if you go and it's two girls, it's we can get with her. We can get both of them. But it's a guy that's ill or that's nasty or whatever. Whatever make them happy is them. Why you worried about what they do in their bedroom? Don't go in their bedroom if you don't want to see it.
Because they want it too. Psychology, basic fucking psychology. You don't get bothered by something that you don't care about. You don't get traumatized by something you're not interested in or like something that's close to you. You get traumatized by shit that you're like that you're involved in. Your heart is involved in. Your feeling is involved in. That's how you get traumatized and bothered. So it's like most of them motherfuckers, if they took a psychology class, they'd be like, oh shit, damn, I just want some dick. Like that's all. No. That's you ain't fucking
you
mad.
Just mad because you want it and you can't get it. That's all.
That's all you want.
Hey yo, you know what? It's crazy because
want it bad too.
Hey yo, man, because right now they got their antennas like 8, but
go sit in your room and rethink what you are right now.
But yo, you stupid. Hey yo, but my thing is too though. I like I say, like coming from a community like we came from the hood, so we seen everything. And I have family members like, man, no nigga better be around me on that gay shit and did the third. But at the same time,
homeboys the main one sitting there booted up at night.
But my thing was, listen, my
all
thing,
day, sagging.
But my thing is this right here too, and I was like, yo, a lot. It's weird because nowadays we take a lot from the gay culture, and it's a whole nother story too. Hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
and it's
People tripping me out
also
when niggas say T.
the
I be
ones
like,
that be
niggas say
to
T.
be hollering they not gay, but them be the same low key brothers. Cause you'll be surprised that all these people walking around here and they really sleep with other men.
Yes.
And they always hollering the
So
ones that go to prison. It ain't always the ones that go to prison that do it.
let me tell you this right.
It's always the
But I
one
do.
staying at the homeboy house 24 hours a day playing the video
But
game.
his thing too, I learned too though. And on the flip side, as a man, I'm like, yo, you don't want that struggle for your son though, and I get that. You don't want that struggle for him. You don't want him to have to deal with the judgment. You don't want to have to deal with, even though we know that it's more acceptable for the females than it is for the guys. Because and let's be truthful. The truth is, a lot of guys like it's so accepted to the female because in their head they're thinking too, man, shit.
Yeah.
Even though this my home dog, she might slip up one day. I'm gonna slide her. Like,
Yeah, I might
like,
get with her and her girl. It's always
I
that
mean,
thought.
and that happened, man. But I done seen some stud chicks is more niggas than you. But my thing is, will boot your ass up, and I'm just holding on like, hey, bro, what's going on? But no, but my thing is though, I do know it's more acceptable, but I do feel like when it comes to like, especially in the black culture and men, it's hard. First, it's hard to identify what a man is nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have this overly macho viewpoint of, okay, this is what a man's supposed to be. A man, somebody we never gonna cry.
And that's the
If we
problem.
cry,
You should
that's
be able to define yourself. That's where the
right.
problem
Right.
starts.
You're
Everybody's
supposed to
trying to
live
make
your life,
a
be you.
generalized definition off several billion people.
But the
Hello?
truth is, I guess we are also in a society though that feels okay. Look, if you do cry, you're
Labels.
sassy.
You are human. You do have them.
Then also we also live in a community too where women who be like, if a man say anything back to me, oh, he's sassy. Like he can't. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Like,
I mean, K. Michelle just said like if she don't feel safe if her man cried. It's like, bitch, he's sad. The fuck? That's why you got niggas out here killing motherfuckers because they can't cry. Like,
Right.
But I do feel like I do. But like you said, but my thing was and I talk to my sisters. And I talk to both of my sisters all the time about, because Lord knows, as Wanda, she'll tell you, I've asked every question you guys. But and I'm like, how do y'all do this? How did this happen? Who got this? Who's the man? Who the woman? Like, I ask this all the damn time.
Yeah.
And I've asked my little sister, man. My little sister like, all right, nigga, I
Whoever
don't want
gets
to
to
tell
the
you.
strap the first, that's the girl. That's the man.
Okay.
Anyway. So, but my thing was, well, listen, my thing was also talking to my younger sister. She told me, she like, I still face, even though as a woman, I still face daily challenges every day. And you thinking that, okay, only gay dudes are face. No. She said, you know how many times my sister tell me how many times that she'll go out and people like, well, guys would size her up like who you nigga? Like as if she's a real, like, I am still a female. I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about?
I got titties.
And Lord knows, don't go in the room and a woman know you bisexual. They think you want every woman to. Just because you're a woman don't mean I want you, honey.
But I realize that nowadays,
that's niggas too. The moment they find out you gay, oh, you keep your homeboy. He trying to fuck with all that gay shit, nigga. I'm not looking at you. I promise. And it's always the ugly nigga who say it too.
Right.
It ain't never a fine nigga that's like, you know what? I ain't really fucking with that gay shit. It's always a nigga that's looking like fucking Bucktooth, and that bitch like, man, I ain't fucking with that gay shit.
But you know what I realized too, man. I'm gonna tell you though, because now for me to be as comfortable as I am with people who are gay in whatever situation is, I like, don't get wrong. I do feel like as black men, we always, and I'm guilty of doing it too. You put on this extra macho role when you see a gay dude, like, hey, I'm the man, dude. Don't come at me with the gay shit. Like,
calm down.
But
I think just breathe.
I think we gotta get to a place where it's like, okay, look, man, look, you can live your life and be more and be happy with who you are. I can be happy with who I am. I don't have to put on an extra role because of who you are. Now, unless you come up here and rub on my back, like, hold on, nigga, wait a minute, we got a problem. But like, then it's something. Other than that, just chill, whatever, man. Live your life. All right. Next question, and I'm gonna ask Freya because this is right here is really being talked about too. Do y'all feel, honestly speaking, that there's a gay agenda been placed on the youth?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. To explain.
Can you hear?
I can hear you now. Yeah, go ahead.
The agenda is more like pushed.
The agenda is more pushed onto the youth
As
as
the stereotype.
the stereotype.
As in, you're gay, you're supposed to do
this. As you're gay, you're supposed to do this.
We can hear both of y'all. We can hear both of y'all.
Officer, he might well just come on in the camera and just
He don't want to
tell what he thinks.
You're supposed to present in this different light. Like if you're straight, supposed to present in this more outgoing, presented way. If you're gay, you have to go in a different direction, and it's just more pressure on us to act a certain way so we can fit into the society the people has placed on us.
See, I respect that. I respect that too. What about you, Wanda? I know Troy's doing something right now. But go ahead. What would you? Do you feel there's a
I
gender
agree with what he's saying. I think he's right. It is. But it's also, you think about it, now it's more open because it's in the music, it's on TV, it's everywhere around. So to me, it's like the younger generation, the younger kids, it's coming up in their mind already. They're not getting to just decide what they want now. They listen to the music, they automatically figure, oh, I'm gay because the music say I am, or the TV say I am. It's not basically or what they want no more. It's what society is putting on our kids. It's what society is making it. That's why I think it's so many kids out here angry now because they have not took the time to really figure out who they are. Maybe if they said that, maybe we need to do a world block where we cut off the TV and the music and let them decide when they have what's the problem or figure it out. Because I think society is pushing too much on our kids at one time.
And that's all around the board. Troy, what about you? What do you feel like there's a gender put in place on you?
So I understand the first comment and I agree, but I don't believe when people are referencing the gay agenda, it's like that's more societies. Even outside of gay, they tell women how women should look. They tell men what men should do. They tell families how families should look and what you should buy and what you should wear. So that has nothing to do with the gay agenda. That's society. They're always going to push what you should, but you have to find yourself for yourself. And the problem, I think, is we don't give children enough credit to understanding who they actually are, because you remember when you were a kid, how much of yourself did you know and how much of that still exists from when you were at that age or were a kid. We often know more of ourselves when we're younger than we're older because of all the shit that society gets added onto us as we get older and how much trauma we go through and how much parts of ourselves that we lose. So very often I knew I was fucking gay even before fucking around and looking at men because I just looked at different shit. I was niggas outside playing football. I'm like, bitch, Beyonce video just came out. I wanted to pay attention to other shit. And I knew then, I was like, something's different. And that didn't have shit to do with me fucking around. That just had something to do with me realizing I was different. And so much of who I was at those younger ages has stuck.
Right.
So I don't necessarily believe there's an agenda specifically towards gay, but I do think that there's always been an agenda towards telling you who you are and what you should be doing.
So now my take on this conversation is, I'm gonna put my boy raw comment up here. My man said being part of the LGBT means you're part of the it crowd, and I think and I get what he's saying to a certain extent. What he's saying is now, I guess, because they're making it now that it's the cool thing now. It's cool to be gay. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's because media nowadays is overly pushing it. We want everybody to feel accepted. Well, we're gonna tell you to your face every 5 minutes, it's okay. Like, we're gonna have artists that's not just a regular gay artist. We're gonna have artists that's super gay. I feel like Lil Nas X is super gay.
Like, too much. He just over
they do the representation of gay. I can definitely say can sometimes be an issue because of that. Like, exactly. So now everybody's like, oh, that's what gay is. Either that, we either have that, or the Love and Hip Hop gays. And that's the only ones that they really show.
But also, you look at.
But it's actually more to that being gay than what they show you on social media and what are they saying about the LBTG community. It's more than just liking a man.
Yeah.
or liking a woman. It's more to being.
Yeah, but I feel that. But I also feel though. I also feel that I get it. I know it's way more to being it, to being one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with your daily trauma. You got to deal with the peer pressure from your family, peer pressure from your friends, the church, whatever, and you got to constantly hear it over and over and over again. I feel like it's honestly, truthfully, I feel like they're doing the same thing now with gay people what they did with black people. I think that what they're doing is when they wanted you to be acceptable to black people, they were like, we're gonna put black people in everything. How many white shows you can find one black guy? It's gonna be the same thing then with gay people. How many shows you get with the one gay guy? Like,
But then
and
question,
they
should
got
it not be? Should you not have representation in that sense?
I think you should have representation, but I think that you should let it be natural. I don't think it's natural anymore.
Nowadays, you would see. Okay, I think I get what you mean.
I don't think it's natural because you're not okay. Like I said, when we get back to the Lil Nas X thing, or you get back to the JoJo Siwa type thing, we're like, okay, we're gonna show a gay representation, but we're gonna show the most like over the top version, so you will be okay with it too. So that's what I'm saying. And instead of being like natural, like you have shows like A La Carter, and we have just general gay people. They're just gay living their life. You know what I'm saying? And they intertwine with the straight guys and the girls, and they all like whatever. Let it be natural. Don't let it be okay. We showing you that we have like we showing you we got this gay guy. You are the gay guy. That's your role. We're gonna put you in as the gay guy, not as you living your life. You being an actual character. We're gonna show you as you're the gay. You gay Todd. Like that's your name.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You're Stud Lisa. Like that's your name.
I kind of agree and get it, but then it's also just makes me think of like the overwhelming amount of it's like a self-hate kind of thing. Like I don't know, like as a community we have a lot of mental disconnect. And so it just makes my brain go back to Black Lives Matter, except for them gay motherfuckers. Because that's kind of what happens sometimes too. Like I literally, I don't know, I don't know. It was a pod that we did recently or something, and I believe somebody was saying that they were like at a black rally or whatever, and there was somebody in the bathroom like he overheard somebody say like, "Don't be talking about that gay shit today. It's all about this." And it's like, black gay people exist though. So it's like it's more. It makes me think about. To even correlate it outside of that, how people say the world is getting worse. It's like, no, the world's always been a piece of shit. We just see more of it now. It's now more accept, like we can click. If something happened in fucking, New York or Nebraska, back then we had no fucking idea. Now we can find out what happened in Nebraska, Hawaii, Kentucky, and it's like shit. The world is terrible. No, bitch, it's always been terrible. I mean, gay people have always been.
I agree. But they don't say that. And what Ty Betts said earlier, I agree that we should have representation. I agree that everybody should be shown who they are. You know what I'm saying? So they can feel connected to someone. But what I don't agree with personally, like I said,
this shit growing up, really, I had to figure it out.
But I said, but I feel like they try to go to the over extreme version of it to shove it down your throat. Like when you remember back in the day when you would see a TV show with a black guy, like with a white cast with a black guy, it'd be like the hoodest black guy they can find.
He was named Tyrone. Always got on the beat on a do rag and shit.
He has on a bandana with pants sagging. He got a 40 in his hand.
Rollers.
Yeah, and like
gotta have on some Timbs.
Yeah, we're gonna find the hoodest nigga we can find to represent for the black community. I feel like they're doing the same thing. Lil Nas X will come out with like, yo, I'm gonna wear a tampon blanket, bloody blanket as a damn Halloween costume to let you know I am here and I am queer. Like it. Yo, let it be natural, y'all. Let it be natural. That's all I'm saying. I feel like, it's an agenda around the board that's been pushed to us. It's gonna always be an agenda.
It's always being.
But at the same time, I do think we need to be more comfortable with being who you are and showing that representation in a way that.
I mean, they said the same thing when Lizzo came out too. That there was like a push for like
being big.
Yeah, like, and she had to come out like, bitch, I just like,
but even with Lizzo, Lizzo, I think they did an extreme version of the situation. Lizzo is okay. I'm a big girl, but I'm gonna show you I'm the super big girl. I'm gonna do everything the skinny girl do. I'm gonna walk around my whole ass out at a basketball game. Like it's the over the top version of every single thing that I feel
Everybody
like
ain't
they
got to
trying
be
to.
extra.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
And I'm not
America,
saying,
I think, unfortunately.
but I'm not. But I also said, and I'm not saying there ain't no extra gay people. It's extra gay people,
Yeah.
extra black people.
Oh yeah.
It is what it is. It happens.
You
All right.
got extra everybody.
So this is another question right here I'm gonna ask too. And I'm gonna say it because I know that you want to know a lot about this conversation. I'm gonna say this first. I got into a big heated discussion on a podcast a while back, and before I can get my thought out, I was called transphobic, homophobic, and every type of phobic you can think of. Okay, and and the point was in that conversation was that we had two different sides. We had a woman that she wasn't trans, she was just a regular woman, but she was a ally for the trans community. So when a guy said, "Well, I don't really like agree with everything," but why don't you agree with it? You should, you need to, you're supposed to. And he like, well, it just ain't my thing. She like, well, you're transphobic, and I jumped in and I said was, y'all can agree to disagree. Not everybody have to be okay. It is what it is.
Different opinions.
But me saying that, I'm transphobic now because I said that everybody should have their own choice. Do you feel that when it comes to the trans community, that how I'm gonna say this? Do you feel when it comes to the trans community that it should be a age requirement before they can fully go through the transition of being a trans woman or man?
Yes, because as a kid, they don't really know what they want, who they are.
Right.
You learning who you are. As you get older, you realize, hey, I'm gay. This is who I am. This is what I want to be. I'm not pretending. I'm not faking. You done went through all the hard part. Then you start developing your own image of who you are and what you're gonna do with your life. Versus as a kid, your parents make your decisions. Well, you're not gay. At 7 to 8 years old, you're gonna start having those feelings and emotions because men start faster than women identifying their self and what they are.
Yeah.
In their body, their hormones, men hormones raise faster than a woman's.
Mm-hmm.
So for a guy at the age of 10 years old, you may know for sure that you're gay, but you don't know how to come out. So you're trying to prance around it. Around certain people, you do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Around your family, you're gonna hide it. So you're gonna be a natural because my mom said I'm a boy and I was born a boy. I have to do boy things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So at an older age, you know if I'm 20 years old, I'm mentally ready, I'm physically ready. I know this is what I want to do
Mm-hmm.
and what I want to be. Versus
Mm-hmm.
somebody 10 to 12 or 10 to 16. You really don't know. You just trying to do something because somebody else is doing it.
I got you. Troy, how you feeling with that situation, boss? Hey, hold on. Before you say it, I want to say this real quick. These are their opinions, y'all. I don't want nobody to feel like it's a right or wrong, whatever. It's your opinion. How you feel is how you feel. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Troy.
No, you're good. So I mean, I want to start because I agree essentially, but like I do think again, like I mentioned, we don't give children enough credit to know who they are. I'm not saying that they need to be paying rent or like making decisions for the house and shit like that. No, you're still a kid. You don't know the real world, but you have a very basic understanding of who you are at a young age. You don't know how to articulate it because your brain you haven't gotten fucking vocabulary. You don't really understand the world yet, but you know. Like I mentioned, so much shit. Like I've been writing since I was like in second, third grade. I'm still a writer actively. I've loved horror movies since I was like in same age. I was like 4 years old watching Hellraiser. That's I have a whole horror podcast now. Like so much again of who we are when we're younger, we know. But when it comes to specifically getting like trans surgery, however the case may be, I do think there should be an age limit only because, like how we mentioned earlier, a phase sometimes. Not for everybody. It's not always a phase. But there is at least a good 30-40% of the chance that you just having a moment. Because I fucked around with straight niggas before that was like, oh, this is cool, but yeah, not me. You know, I heard so many. I know so many fucking women who have had those nights and was like, yeah, that was fine, but I'm good, girl. You know, you get a motherfucking tipsy and twisted. Y'all sitting there chilling or some shit. Something might just fucking happen because it's feelings. So, but if you can turn around and be like, I don't like it. I was just giving it a try. Then, and that's with being straight, gay, whatever. Then, especially with something like this, you should like. There should be an age, but it's like, should there be like a trial? Like, I don't know, like a way to test out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, I got you.
I don't know, but yeah, I do think it should be an age. I'm just not really sure the age. I mean, I would say maybe at least 18, but yeah.
All right, Wanda, your back to you now. So, how
if
do you feel?
Lil Ray 4 and he playing with dolls, don't mean he gay. That's just
okay. Because I got my ass whooped for that.
He's just curious. Let baby curious. Let him play with his doll. But like you said,
you might want to see a nigga body, and you just don't know. Like,
right?
You know, he could be a freak already. You don't know yet.
Because,
right, he might want to take Barbie's shirt off and look at her, probably rubbing on her little titty balls.
If little Leslie want to play with talking trucks, that don't mean she gay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Maybe she just curious of how the road, the wheels rolling, you know. But like you said, about 18, about time they start coming out with their who they are.
You really start fucking when you fuck, like basically when you fucking for real.
Right. Then you know, okay, now this, like you said, if you go to the little boy and it ain't what you want, then you try girl and you know that's where you happy at, okay, then you might be gay. Or if you go to the little boy and you did it with him and you like it, you might be gay. Okay, then we'll worry about that. But just, I think at a little age, I think
if you ain't even fucking yet, I don't think you need to think.
Right.
But like, I remember having.
And if you still don't know, like you said, take some drinks and holler at your homeboy and see if you like it.
No, but my thing is like, I remember the conversation that was around Zaire Wade, and I hate to keep bringing my man because my man actually is one of my favorite rappers. But Boosie was like, "Come on, dog, don't cut her dick on, man." But and I was like, "Yo," but I don't think that's going to happen right now. But I do feel like honestly, when it comes to having the full surgery or the full becoming the full whatever you want to be, woman or man, whatever, I think that you need to grow first and understand who you are. In the sense,
I'm
nobody
gonna put this back.
I mean, nobody, men or women, understand when you're in your teens years. You don't understand who the hell you are because you're trying to figure it out.
Horny.
And I'm not saying that you don't have those urges or whatever, or you don't. And like you said, Troy, we got to let kids know these kids nowadays are way growner than we was.
They're smarter, I'll say.
Yeah. So, but my thing was, I also feel that when they have that surgery, I do think that. I want you to be an adult because I don't think no surgery. I don't think no teen should have any type of surgery to your body finish developing. Your body is not developed. Like I watch Botch all the time, y'all. So that's my thing. I watch Botch. You know how many times they come in there? Girl got a nose job at 13, and her face got fat now, and she got a 13-year-old nose. Like it's
like this. Oh
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to do that with your dick. Like it's just like, yo, you got your 13-year-old meat.
They can always inbox me. I can help them pick a size.
Anyway, but no, I do think that you should have. I do think that before you get to that situation where you want to be like full blown into your thing, go through your life first and understand the steps that's going to get in there. Because a lot of times you might not realize that walk might not be your walk. That might not be the walk you want. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, how many times you sit back as a kid? The more you say all the time, you think you're grown. You don't know what grown is. Once you get grown, you realize life is
getting influenced from friends and who you hang out with and all these things. And yeah.
But I also, like I said, accept who you are. But just like when it comes to making a major decision like that, I'll rather for the child to wait. So Troy brought up a good topic. I'm gonna ask this right here. So when it comes to women, if a woman one time say, I'm gonna see what it's like on the other side. Let me dip my toe into the lady pond and but she realized she don't like it.
I would care to say about a good 70% of them have.
Hold on a second. And she did the toilet. She's like, I know it. I did it. It was fun, girl. I woke up. She was on her. She was licking, but she like, I just don't like it. And so she had the right to go back. So they don't consider themselves. A lot of people don't consider them gay if they do that. Do you feel like it's a double standard when it comes to that? When it comes to men, if a man was like, "Yo, I want to try the knob, but oh no, it hurts. I'm gonna go back over here." So so you feel it's a double standard, y'all?
Yes, there's a fucking episode of Insecure where literally the girl Molly, she dates her and this guy. They're like dating. He's super fucking great. Like the relationship is going good, and they're having a talk one night, having some drinks and shit. And she like, "Yeah, I did some gay shit one time in college. Fuck it. I ate a bitch out, she ate me out. Just a little shit, but it wasn't. I wasn't really fucking with it." He's like, "Oh, cool. I had the same experience." And she's like, "Huh?" It's like, "Yeah, dude gave me head, and I didn't really like it. I mean, like afterwards, he's like, I don't really have to do it again. Like, it's fine." And she stopped fucking with him because of that. She couldn't get over it. But you just told him, and he didn't even suck a dick. He got his dick sucked. You ate some pussy and got your pussy ate and was like, I don't know.
That's your new gay vibes.
Like, huh? And that's a real thing. I know so many women who would be like, I have been close to women most of my life, so bitches love to talk to me, and that's great. Thank you. And I've heard so many stories of women who have had that one night. But I've also come across a lot of women who wouldn't fuck with it in reverse. Like, that's just like a thing. I don't know.
It is what it is, man.
You can eat a little pussy, go get your pussy.
I have so many questions. I be laid down on your chest, hollering, "Well, baby, let me ask you this, baby." They be like, "Look, forget this.
I'm gonna ask you that. But also, but saying that, like, but what if it was a situation? And I know Wanda a little more open with a certain thing. I'm gonna ask Tia too. Oh, Lord, I'm gonna hate to say this with Tia. Tia, I know Tia's a happily married woman. She's been married for 47,000 years. But you on your husband's chest and you talking, and he like, "Yo, I had one moment, I just didn't like it." Would you judge him forever?
If he said what now?
And you let his chest, y'all talking, and he said, "Yo, no, back in the day, what I'm saying, little Rodney, what I'm saying, slip and slide." Like little Rodney, what I'm saying, decided that he want to try something, and we tried it, and we're like, "No, it's not for me. We don't like doing this." Would you judge him? Do you judge him for it? Because that happens a lot.
No, because him and Lil Rodney did that years ago. Now, if he and Lil Rodney did it now, I'm gonna punch both of them in the eye with my pistol. No, I mean, no offense. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What you did before me, we got married is a whole totally different. Which we married, so you and Lil Rodney both gonna get hit in the eye. But no, I wouldn't judge him because that happened, People do things, in their past. That's why it's called your past life. Nobody has a perfect past. Everybody has some demons and secrets in their closet, but one of them ain't mine. So I ain't never did it, And I don't know nobody who do,
Yeah, I feel you. As long as you're being real, that's all that matters. You're being real.
I don't know nobody who do it. And I mean, I'm all for it. Whatever you like, is what you like, what you prefer. Some people like to prefer two women and a man, and some like two men and a woman. I mean, it's just like what you prefer.
Yeah. I feel like it's a lot of work all the way around, but anyway, it's a lot of work you got to do the way you look at it.
Because I was surprised. Like I follow these ladies, and they cool as I don't know what. It's two older women. I mean, when I say older, they're like 60-some years old, and they're gay and they're married. And she was talking about how they get so judged, and they was friends. They was friends for years, and then they became lovers. And they moved in, and they got married, and they do everything. And that lady takes
Everybody
care
got that auntie who got her roommate.
This lady takes care of her like,
you know what?
You would think she was a dude, like the way she take care of her wife. Like she's the nurturing. I mean, she takes care of food, make sure she gets on her daily bike and ride. I mean, like it's like she does so much for this lady. And you can't even get something in to do that right there.
That part, I'm not gonna do all that. Love you, babe. But hey, no, I'm just playing. You know, Cole already know that shit. Something go down, I'm making sure that she's fine, she's straight regardless. But even though
There's a lot of guys not like that though.
she's looking at me like I'm lying. She's looking at me like I'm lying. Like she haven't had COVID twice, and I had to take care of her.
Tell
Anyway,
her, don't do that. She know we was lovers. Don't even do that.
oh God, look, she was cracking up now. Anyway,
You finna make her come on the camera?
yeah, she about to come on camera. Look, she stood up.
I was in that delivery room when both of them babies was born.
Hey, yo, all right, yo. So here's another thing too. I'm just gonna get some people shot now. I don't want to say this out loud. It's gonna get some people shot. Like I said in the opening, a lot of guys talk more than they need to talk, and talk more than they need to talk. Because sometimes, by as much as you defending and you going against it, you're gonna slip up and say something you ain't supposed to say. Okay, and one thing I've learned is because of Wanda, I am cool with a lot of drag queens and trans people because of Wanda, and I do feel like what did y'all taking words on there? What is your thoughts on people being exposed?
Oh, I don't like it.
Yes.
I think everybody's journey is different. Granted, in 2024, I do feel like it's kind of childish to be down low because who gives a fuck? But I don't know everybody like people live. Yeah, but whatever. I guess that still exists. But that should be a person's choice to come out when they choose to. Like, nobody should. I think you said it earlier, yank you out the closet. Like,
yeah,
because it takes. I mean, and actually, it kind of reminds me a little bit of what you were mentioning too earlier about like having a son, go through how hard that can be sometimes. It also can build tough skin, and it's just about having a foundation or a support somewhere, even if it's not your family, like your close family. It can be your friends, because that was what I had. For me, I had best friends that I could share it with. So I couldn't really talk to family about it until later, but I had these friends that I was been friends with since like 6th grade that was always like, okay, this is where I go to deal with my gay shit. To share my gay shit. All right, cool. And go back. But it's like, I think there are some people who just don't have that at all. So maybe that could be the reason. But I don't think you should expose anybody. Now, if they're being a dick, if they just on some bullshit every time you out in the world or something, and talk look at that old fag. Yeah, like they oh, that's a fag ass nigga. I look at that old like, you know, just talking shit. But then you the nigga that's texting me later on, I might have to. I might just have to real quick. Go ahead and gank that nigga out. But outside of that, I don't think nobody should be exposed.
Because this is my thing is, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I remember, like I said, I had to come to a place where I'm cool with people being gay, trans. And I remember it was a situation with Wanda. When I go to the stage, it was a stage where I was homeless, and I tell everybody the story all the time. But I moved in with my sister and her husband at the time. So the thing, I moved in with her, and what happened was they lived in my old neighborhood. I'm from West End. They lived in West, so they moved to West End across the street from my grandmother's old house. Okay, and the people who moved into my grandmother's old house did everything, like everything you can think of. They was one week they're blood, they banging bloods, the next week they banging niggas. It's whatever come first. Okay. And I never forget it. I tell everybody, it took me for me to get to a place I'm okay. Cause I used to be like, yo, remember like Wanda telling back in the day, I used to be like in decent shape. So I used to always wear like tank tops and shorts outside. And I was like, no, hell no. I'm going back in the house and put some clothes on. I can't do this.
It cost you, hey.
No, you bet you coming out your room, it's a whole room of them.
So this thing was so she became so cool with them. They would come to the house all the time.
Fridays to Saturdays.
And they come to the house all the time. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna stay in my room because I ain't trying to be around this. And then I'm like, well, fuck, I gotta go eat. I gotta go to the kitchen.
I gotta go eat. Yeah, eventually.
I said that, but I remember sitting there, and I remember I was open with them, like, look, I don't go the way. I respect what you do, whatever, blah blah blah. And they was like, well, look, nigga, I don't want your ass. Like, but what we did learn that it was a lot of situations where a lot of these hood guys was getting exposed. A lot of these guys had diseases. A lot of these guys out there, like Wanda, if you can remember the stories. I don't say we ain't naming no names, but if you can remember the stories from back then, what do you remember?
Going outside on Saturday night, and we can see the people coming in and out.
Oh yeah.
All right. That sounds intense.
I mean, it was way more. And then I say that like then I don't understand why like a lot of these hood dudes try to kill these trans. It makes it obvious.
They want it, nigga.
It makes it obvious now. It makes it okay. Look, why you want to kill
mad
Ray Ray over there?
because they own up to who they are, and you mad because you're hiding. Why
So
you hiding?
the basic like I'm genuine stupid psychology.
Hold on,
Like
hey, Troy, hold on. It's like you going in and out. Yeah, it's yours. It's yours, Troy.
All right. Better not. Yes. No.
Still the same. Still the same. Okay. But anyway, yeah, that happened. Do y'all like I said? I feel like when it comes to the place with like, don't get me wrong. I think on both ends is wrong. I don't want. Why do you got to expose this man business out there? Because you know damn what the situation is. You ain't got to expose his business, but you're also mad because he don't want to claim you all in public. Like we're not doing this. There's no need to do this. Live your life, man. I mean, if that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
Boys in the house and out in the street, and we could be lovers in the house. It ain't nobody business.
Man, what do y'all think, man?
That's how you.
Yeah, it's better, way better.
All right, cool. No, so I was saying, like with psychology, like you, when somebody sees something that they're just trying to quote unquote keep to themselves or hide, in these type of situations, the anger comes up because they see someone else living how they want to, and they feel like they're being seen themselves. So when they see a trans out, they feel like everybody know that they want to fuck that trans. So now they like, I gotta kill that bitch. Everybody knows. It's like a nigga with a little dick. You overcompensate. You do wild shit because you feel like everybody can see that you got a little dick. Nobody can see it. Nobody knows.
I mean, I don't know that they will expose that me in a minute. But go ahead.
Yeah, for real.
But look, man, I appreciate it. It's time to wrap it up. I gotta go to work tonight, but I want to say this right here. I want everybody to leave with one advice when you give a person, a family member or the child that's speaking, that's going through the situation. Okay, we need to talk to our family members. What one advice would you give that family member or the child, and being comfortable with that right there, or being more gentle with it? I guess I'm gonna start with Wanda. Go ahead.
Live your truth.
Repeat the
Only you can judge.
Hold on, I get what you want. Say again, Wanda. I'm sorry.
Live your truth. Do what makes you happy. You can't think about nobody else or live for nobody else but yourself. So if it takes you talking to a stranger to try to get what you need out of finding out who you is, do that. But first, find out who you are, and then decide what you want to do.
Gotcha, Troy.
Same. I would say as a parent, if you discover something or if your child comes to you, don't make them feel like there's something wrong with them. Like again, with my situation, it was like a lot of "I'm gonna get you some help" type shit going on, and it's like, help, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Yeah, like I'm going therapize to get away or pray to get away or something. Like, no, that's not. You don't make. That's not what you want to do. You want to allow them. And it don't mean that you have to be 100% comfortable. If you need to figure things out, like whatever the case is, but don't make them feel like they can't come to you, because if they feel like they can't come to you, they will go figure this shit out themselves. And like I said, for me, that led to a lot of, I know my guardian angel looking down like, God damn, whew, this nigga, whew, he's a lot safer now. Because I ended up in a lot of situations that could have turned into some lifetime shit because I was like going to go figure shit out by myself. So make them feel comfortable enough to come talk to you. That's it.
Wonk, the question was, how do you? What do you say? One advice you can give. What advice you give to the person, to the child that's coming out, or to the family members that's speaking to that child? What advice would you give?
Be open-minded. as a mom, when I came to my son and was talking to my son, I asked him, and he was like, I don't know yet. But I made him feel comfortable enough when he got ready to come to discuss it with me. He came and talked to me, and I was open minded about it. And the first thing I told him was, be who you are. He was like, well, the kids are bullying me at school and this. I was like, stay true to what you feel. It's called self-esteem. Nobody can break that if you got it. That's what how you feel about you, how you gonna be. Forget about how the world see you. Because you ain't living for the world, you living for you. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody say about you. You're gonna be my child, you're gonna be loved, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you, and you're gonna live how you wanna live. It goes for anybody in my family. They're gonna accept you for who you are. And we ain't gonna treat you no differently. Is what I told him. So their parents need to be, because some of the kids are taking their life because they're scared to come out and they're being bullied by other people because they are who they are, you know, and kids teach other kids about this as if their life is so perfect. No, I can tell him they bullying you because their life isn't as perfect as yours because you walk around every day like you don't care. And that's how you're
Because you
supposed
know who
to.
you are.
Because you know who you are and you're confident in who you are.
Right. Okay. All right. Now, my advice I'm gonna give anybody, like I said, neither one of my sons had that conversation with me, but I've had plenty of family members who I've had conversations with. My sister's one of them. I've talked. Me personally, and like I said, as a man, truthfully, as a man, we do have our own idea of what we want our child to be. We have an ideal that we want, and it hurts that ideal of what you see isn't what happening. It happens. What I will say to anybody: don't give too much pushback because you're gonna push them in the wrong way, in the wrong direction. Also, in the day, realize that with your family member, whether it's your child, your sisters, your cousin, your brother, whatever, be open-minded to having that conversation. At least have the conversation. Now, it's okay for you to say, "Look, okay, I accept for years, but I'm not comfortable. Never seen you kissing on a guy yet. I'm not comfortable with that yet." You know what I'm saying? But let me work my way into it. I gotta be comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's about I think that, and on both ends, if you're the person that's coming out, understand that it's gonna take time too. Understand that you bringing something new to them, and they have to figure it out. And like I said, my sister told me straight up, "Nigga, you gonna like it or not? It is what it is. It's not gonna change. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen regardless." This one right here told me, she's like, "Well, look, I hope you like it. I hope you like it, but my girl coming on to the house tomorrow." Like, but so. But my thing was, regardless of the situation is, and just keep an open mind on both ends. Have an open line of communication, because at the end of the day, that's your blood. Regardless of whatever happens in this world, that's still your blood. You know what I'm saying? And be comfortable with it. Just be okay. Not comfortable. Just be able to talk. Just able to talk it out. Whether y'all agree or disagree with each other, able to talk it out. Go to sleep, wake up tomorrow, because that's still gonna be your family member, regardless of the situation. Man, that's my random thought, man. That's my random thought. I'm randomly. I'm about to ramble. Hey, y'all, man. Look, man. I want to thank each one of my guests. Man, hold on a second. My headphone just went out. Can y'all hear me still?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I want to thank each one of my guests for being on here tonight, man, because this is a really important conversation that should be had, and I feel like we could have went way more in depth with it too. Tia, I want to thank you for even coming to me with this topic. I think that a lot of people needs to have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? I salute you as a mom, as my family, whatever the situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, I fuss with Tia the long way. She cool. But y'all, man. So look, let me before I get on, I want y'all to shout out your business, your podcast, what you do, your naughty tours, whatever you got going on. I want you to go ahead and promote it. I'm gonna let Mr. Pass around his damn self starts.
Hey.
Go ahead, man.
All right. So I got Love Journal, Man of Horror, and the Uncanny Blurred Man, my love therapy, horror, and nerd shows. But then I also got the new show on Opulence Radio come on at Saturdays and Monday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern. Love Journal After Dark. That's my sex life. So yeah, check those all out.
Hey, yo, that damn Aaron is getting every damn body, ain't she?
Hell yeah.
Me and Rob will be doing a show later. All right. Tia, go ahead. What you got?
I'm Tia. I'm with Out the Box Party Event Center. I have tables, chairs, bounce houses, the mascots, you name it, we got it.
All right. Miss Wanda, aka French Vanilla, what you got going?
Yes, my name is Wanda. I am with Naughty Cocktail Parties. I am also an Avon representative, but I am also trying to launch my own toy site so I can lead Naughty Cocktails. So be looking out for French Vanilla Boutique.
Lord, boy, y'all just.
In case you're wondering, yes, I sell all adult toys.
Well, we need to do an adult toy party. Let's get up. Get at me, Wanda.
We got to. That's my thing right there.
Hold on, with
I
both of y'all,
got women stuff and I got men, so it ain't just for the women.
Oh, we can do a both
Yes, sir.
party. We
got
can
it
have both
all.
sex out there.
Yes,
matter of
sir.
fact, Tia, turn that, make that to a no limit party again. There you go.
Oh, you know it.
I even got the Peter shaped beach balls. I got the booby. You name it, we got it now.
Hey, yo,
Oh, we about to talk.
Candy, lollipops. The popping candy.
Oh, you need to talk. I'm gonna inbox you.
Okay. We can make something happen.
Lord Jesus, Lord, I didn't come over for titty balls and all that. Anyway, we
You
came
about
over
to see them on my car, Negro. We got some. You better see them advertisements going down the road like little bobbleheads.
All right, y'all. All right, so let me close my damn show. Y'all stupid.
Have
All
a
right.
great night.
Y'all, man, this is your little big brother, Eric G. And I want to thank all my guests for being on here tonight, man. Y'all don't understand. Y'all helped me make my dreams come true, man. I really appreciate it. Y'all, man, check out this episode plus many more on my YouTube channel. It's going to be on all platforms. I mean, all platforms. It's on Pandora, so if your grandma want to hear it. It's on all platforms, okay? Yo, also get on my YouTube, man. Get my view, get my subscribers up, man. I'm in the hundreds. I'm happy. I'm in the hundreds now. I feel like Mama, I made it. Hey,
You started from the bottom.
Right. So, hey, look. So also check out one of my 5 series I got, y'all. I have 5 series to check out. If you feel like
about me, that's a hard working brother.
You feel like Random Thought is too serious for you? You got The Truth. The Truth is me telling my personal stories. I've had some crazy experiences in my life, and I've had some crazy experiences in my life. And the truth, I'm telling my side of the story. Like, how did I get to being a suburban dad? Like, how did I get here? And yo, also, man, you know,
Then
like
we need to do the story how I got kidnapped.
Hey, I told him. I told the story about the Christmas shootout. Anyway,
yeah.
So, see, y'all check that out. And Troy to hear my stalking story.
Yeah, that's.
So listen, hold on. So I have that. Also check out my show, Local Spotlight Artists. If you are a musician, you're a rapper, singer, country singer, gospel singer, whatever you do, any talent you got, man, yo, hit me up. I will showcase. My wife raised her hand. Girl, put your hand down. Anyway, I will showcase. Your talent, man. I would love to have it. If you want to share your story, come on to Local Spotlight Artists, man. It's not even just in North Carolina no more. We branching out. Also, my next series is the game night. Y'all check out the game night, y'all. My game nights is always fun. We wild. I'm in my Steve Harvey mood. You see the light skin and the mustache. And my last series, I want to say is Word to the Wise. Words to the Wise, where I bring on 2 individuals, and we just we talk about real life. It's really unrated. You can say what you want to say on there. It's a call-in show. You get to call in and vent and say what you want to say. Also, just do that and then also it ends with a crazy story I need to get your advice on. All right, and also y'all, this is a lot. Next week, talking about spreading the agenda. This about to be it right here. Next week, I'm doing my youth week, my complete week of just dedicating all my shows and my series to the youth. I mean, we have real deep conversations, but next week, every day from the 29th to the 3rd, I will be premiering a new episode of one of my shows, dedicated to the youth. Monday starts off. I'm interviewing an AAU basketball coach. We're talking about his ups and downs. We also doing a a true story with me talking about my childhood. The game night. If you want to be a part of my game night, y'all, next week, it's Millennials versus Gen Z. It's gonna see whose generation the best. Also, we doing I'm having my I call them my nieces on the VV show. She's everywhere. Her sister Danielle, they will be hosting their own Random Thoughts with Eric G episode. And they didn't got Kermit the Frog to be on, y'all. This is crazy. and I'm talking about real Kermit the Frog, not that nigga in the green suit. But y'all, man, anyway, man, that's all my shows, all I got going on. Like I said, I want to thank all y'all again. And like I always say, God bless you. Peace.
Peace.